Hello, my name is Crystal Smith, and today I will be talking to you guys about Lyme disease. Okay, so the cause of Lyme disease is by the bacterium Borrelia and is transmitted to humans through the bite of the infected black-legged ticks. Black-legged ticks are mainly found in areas with high grass and very populated dare areas. How to get Lyme disease. Only nymphs and adult females can transmit Lyme disease. However, the tick, when it's transmitted through a tick bite, on the host for 24 to 48 hours before it is passed to the bacteria and becomes Lyme disease. So, signs and symptoms. So, a few signs that you will see with Lyme disease is fever, headache, fatigue, and a skin rash called erythema migrans. If it is untreated, Lyme disease, not lupus disease, excuse the typo, can lead to infection in the joints, the heart, and the nervous system. Da da da! Lyme disease again. Alright, so for our flu-like symptoms, when you have Lyme disease, it will be headache, fatigue, fever, chills, a sore throat, and muscle aches. You will also experience insomnia, and a few psychological complications are long-term depression and dementia. There's also hearing loss, paralysis of the face, heart complications. It can either be rapid or slow heart rate and chest pain. You also can have syncope, palpitation, and dyspnea. Sorry, not sure what that is. You will also have hot and swollen, painful joints, and also a rash at the site of the tick points. And remember those rashes we talked about earlier? They are on the little red rashes, they're on his arm and legs as well. Alright. Lyme disease is actually only in 13 states. Primarily, studies indicate that 300,000 cases of Lyme disease occur each year in the United States, but in 2012, only 22,014 cases were confirmed, largely because doctors failed to report the disease. 13 states were accounted for 95% of the confirmed cases. Pennsylvania had most of the cases. They had 1,046, followed by Massachusetts, which had 3,396, and New Jersey, which had 2,732. Colorado, Hawaii, and Idaho reported no confirmed cases last year. Pennsylvania and New York, you can see, have and Wisconsin, you can see they have the brightest colors, or between 1,000 and 5,000 cases that were reported for Lyme disease. In Chester County alone, there were 1,000 cases within the past few years, within the year of 2012 as well. And this is largely because of the dares in Chester County. They are coming more into the county, so this is causing for Chester County to have a high report of Lyme disease. Da da da! It's Lyme time! Protect yourself against Lyme disease. You can There's a few tips. You can walk in the middle of the trails to avoid sitting on logs and leaning on trees. If you're going to wear a hat, tuck your hair in if possible. You can wear a long sleeve shirt and it's fitted at the waist. Wear shoes, no bare feet or sandals. Wear long pants tucked into high socks or duct tape around the pants just to make sure that no ticks get in your socks. It's going to be a really good fashion statement as well. Consider DEET for skin and permethrin for clothes. Wear white or light colored clothing to make it easier to see the ticks. Do tick checks immediately and 3 days after outdoor activity. If you find a tick, remove carefully and save it. And for your little furry friends, you can ask for flea and tick protection. But if you do not have flea and tick protection at the time, please check your animals as well for ticks when you're returning from the outdoors. More prevention. Please, 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 please. Be very careful around fall. It is a very active time for black-legged ticks. You can use repellent when you're leaving your house, and you can also remove clothing after you enter your home and check for bites as well, and avoid tall grasses if possible. And our little Spidey friend over here is exactly what you should not wear as dark clothes while out in the fields or just anywhere where there's a lot of grass. Please wear bright clothes so you can see the ticks. How to detect Lyme disease. So this slide, there's a video attached to it. I will add it into WCU, the D2L discussion page, so you can watch this video. It's a really cool video. If you have time, please watch it. Alright, here's some quick facts about Lyme disease. There is no reliable test for Lyme disease. I know, shocking, right? There's so many facts about it, but no actual test to prove that there is Lyme disease. So, since there are no reliable tests to diagnose Lyme disease, the average patient sees 5 doctors over nearly 2 years before being properly diagnosed for Lyme disease, which can cause major damages in the meantime. 50% or fewer than 50% of all patients with Lyme disease remember a tick bite. Some people don't even remember that they had a tick bite. This is why it's important to do your tick bite checks. Fewer than 50% of patients with Lyme disease recall only a rash. So there are 50% that will not remember. There is a high chance that they will not remember the tick bite or have a rash to detect that they have Lyme disease. There's also the common ELSA test you receive at your doctor's office. Unfortunately, it misses 35 to 50% of the culture proven for Lyme disease. There are 300,000 reported cases of infected people a year with Lyme disease, which is 10 times more than Americans previously reported based off the CDC report. There are 5,770 cases per week and 822 per day. Now, we can all protect ourselves with just a few of the tips in these slides, and it's worth it because the amount of damages that could be caused with Lyme disease, it is easier to just try and prevent it at all costs, especially living in Chester County. Alright, thank you all for watching my video, And I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great night.